Hello. So this is just a little mini vlog because it's not the biggest, outing in the world, or the longest outing in the world, but we had 2 outings to Pammy Hutton on Monday and Tuesday. Pammy was local to us. I've been to Pammy a few times now. I've been up to Talland and I always found her really, really helpful, really understanding, and I know some people find Pammy a little bit scary, but I can honestly say, if you've been worried to go to Pammy, don't be. She's, at the end of the day, if you're happy with not being sugar-coated and you want to learn, then go to Pammy. I have found Pammy nothing but really, really helpful. We had 2 really good sessions. There's a little video added on to this little vlog where you'll see, if you know what you're looking for. We start the first session. Lenny, when he came to me, had been clearly tied in with jaw reins, and it's always been an issue to try and get him to take his nose out and open his shoulders up. He could move a lot better than he chooses to, and sometimes does, but it is something that we're now working on. You'll see the progression through the videos with the trot work, where we're trying to get him to just go forwards and open up the front end, open up the shoulders, make a longer stride in front, and just offer a little bit of extension. And you'll see at the beginning he doesn't. He's really not keen to do that, and then you'll see that through the progression over the 2 days, he starts to offer at least a little bit of extension, which we were delighted with. And over the 2 days there was a clear difference in his walk, in his trot and his canter. You'll see, especially going up the long side on the left rein, the video shows it really clearly. Lenny has always put his quarters into the left, and I've always thought that was him and that it was his way of going, and I've struggled to get them straight. Turns out, too much left hand, too much right leg. Needed to do the opposite. More right rein, more right bend, more left leg. And sure enough, you'll see he starts off quarters in, and as he goes up, he straightens up a lot more. And the same with the trot. You'll see he finally has a really good footfall coming through. His left hind is coming in underneath him, and we have a straight horse. So we took so much away from our 2 sessions with Pammy. She took the time afterwards to talk to me and go through a lot of things. Pammy has always had time to listen and to understand each individual rider, I feel. And we came away and we took a lot with us. So we are glad that we went and did that. I think it's always hard, to know who to go to. Like when you have one person that you usually go to, or 2 people that you usually go to. And, I was a little bit weary because obviously, there's a fine line with Len that I'm trying to stay on this certain path with him, and this certain way of training. And there's so many good people to go to. But, I've started off with Theo and Danny, who, for me, to be able to mix the jumping up with them has worked really well. That I was a little bit like, I don't want anything to upset the apple cart sort of thing. But I knew that Pammy and Danny, know each other really well and have worked together. So I've been to Pammy, like I said, I've been to Pammy before, so I knew that we were going to be in safe hands. So I think it's always good to go out and have, take what you can from different trainers, as long as they're on the same wavelength as, the training that you're doing. You take something from everyone. So yeah, we had a really good session and I was really pleased with him. Pammy was really encouraging, and I think that's, she was honest. She told us when it was wrong. She told us when it was right. And it was all encouraging in the fact that, then black and white, clearly what's right and what isn't. She pushes you to the point that you can understand it. And for me, I love that. I don't want to be sugar-coated at all. So anyway, take a look at the video. You'll see for yourself. And as I said, it's just a little mini vlog. But I thought it was an important part to put in here because, it's part of our journey. We're what now? Are we 3 months in or 4 months in? I think it's 3 months in now since I started the vlogging. And remember, guys, I didn't want to go out in public because of what other people say and do. And actually this week I had a really horrible horrible thing happen, and somebody had been saying some stuff that's really, really nasty about me. Not even about my riding. It was complete and utter lies about me, and just nasty. And it did upset me for a minute, but I've moved on, and I'm not going to let it happen. And we're still out, and we're still doing, and we're still progressing. So, and we have encouraged so many other people to go and do the same, and that is just like, we're winning. So anyway, guys, if you're thinking about going and doing that thing, go do that thing, and I'll see you soon. Yes, I'm usually in the car because I am so blooming busy that I only get time to stop in between jobs, and so I just quickly get a little vlog in as quick as I can. I don't live in my car.